In this video, we're going to create an assignment activity with Rubric. So the first thing we want to do in the edit view is we want to make sure the activity type has changed to assignment submission. Here I have populated the activity name. I want to point to the activity number. You could have a 2-level or 3-level numbering system. And here I want to credit the source of this activity. Part of the content comes from teacher Ashley Statton's Anatomy and Physiology course. Moving to the activity description or instructions. I have already got rid of the teacher's note. And here we begin with what are we doing and why, the purpose statement. I have the purpose, I also have the I can statement. And for the steps, this activity is quite straightforward. It has 2 steps. The first step, students will need to download the assignment sheet the instructor has prepared. And then they will work on the worksheet. So here we should provide the assignment worksheet. To do that, we should upload the worksheet. We can put the cursor into the ideal position and use this My CN file repository to upload or to find the local file. Here I have the worksheet ready. Click Add Files, and you can see the file is added here. If we continue this format, we may put the full stop here and start the sentence here. Or you could cut this line and put it here. Okay, now moving on to submission guidelines. Since the student will be submitting their completed worksheet, which is a file, we are going to use this instruction and get rid of the other 2 submission scenarios. In terms of assessment, I have customized my instructions here. I said this assignment is worth 30 points and the student work will be evaluated based on the following criteria. Then I prompt student to view the detailed rubric before they work on their assignment. And we're going to create that rubric in a little bit when we create the connected gradebook item. This activity doesn't have any references. I only have an assignment worksheet, so the references part can be removed. To remove it, the easiest way to do it is to make sure the cursor is at the end and hit delete. Now we're done with the description part of the activity. Let's complete the activity settings. Submission type. We're going to use file multimedia. This is the most flexible and common type. I recommend you use this one for most of your assignments. And for the activity completion setting, I'm going to choose as soon as they submit will be graded. You may also choose when they receive a passing score, grading required. With this option, you will grade your student work, but they won't receive a green check mark until their score of this assignment reaches to the minimum point you set up. So we will stick with as soon as they submit, give them a green check mark, but I will grade them afterwards. Now we're going to connect to a gradebook item. I do not have an existing gradebook item created here, so click Add a new gradebook item to create the corresponding item. The activity title is used as the gradebook item title. Submission type already have a file /multimedia selected. Point value is the grade entry type. I'm going to put the total point value here. And for due date, let me select a random due date. And I always allow late submission. And now comes to create the grading rubric. So click on Add Rubric. And here are some options for you to use. If you have already used the rubric, you could import rubric from either this course or another course. I'm going to start from scratch. So I could either create a new rubric completely by myself, or there are some WRCA rubric templates for you to start. So I'm going to use that. Click Import Rubric from Institution. WRCA has already supplied 3 rubric templates. I'm going to use the 4-level one, Import. And here you can see this template is in place. You could change the criteria, the level descriptions, and the point value. And you can see the point value actually is not consistent with the 30 points I intend to give to my student. So I'm modifying the point value for each criterion. And once I put in the updated total point value, the score is evenly distributed across the levels. Here I see the last criterion is not applicable to my assignment, so I'm going to delete it, or you can make changes to it and add a new criteria. So this actually duplicates the last line. We need to make changes anyways, so click on Edit and to populate the criteria. Here add in the description of this criterion. Click Save. And you can see this part is updated. Now I'm going to update the descriptions of these grading levels. Okay, now I have updated the descriptions of these grading levels. Now I'm done with creating this gradebook item, hit Add Item. Now we have the entire activity set up. We click Save Activity. And now this is the created activity.